The Heat, who are looking for the three-peat. So the Heat, they're coming off a loss to the Jazz, looking to bounce back with an 8th straight win over the Suns. And the Heat, they were having some problems defensively early.
Yeah, losing track of people. And Phoenix will move the ball on you if you lose contact. A great job right there moving the basketball for the wide open three. Here the double team takes place, but they stretch the double team out, and now the rotation getting back is slow. Another three, Gerald Green on the left side of the court. Erik Spoelstra takes a timeout to make some adjustments, and they did. Here you see Chris Anderson does a nice job getting the passing lanes, and now this is when the Heat are at their best. Open floor, get out, LeBron converts.
Talk about the Heat being at their best. In the third quarter, LeBron drifts off his man, gets the steal, and can you please be in the dunk? I wish there was a camera on Leg's face right now.
Oh, my goodness.
It's pretty much the noise.
That was a little extra spicy sauce on that one.
He's just rubbing it in our faces right now. And Tucker with a nice behind-the-back pass to Markieff Morris there. This is highlights filled with top 10 plays. Suns, they would be up 74-71 after that nice play. And now in the fourth quarter, LeBron for three to give the Heat the 75-74 lead. Later, Suns down 4, Green. Corner three, buckets, part of his 26 points. But LeBron really took control down the stretch for the Heat.
Closed it out right here. Great job sucking in multiple defenders, kicks it out to greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. Ray Allen knocks that down. And now you get an ISO situation. Look at the step-back mid-range jumper. It's incredible how much he's improved this shot late in games. Knocks it down, and then finally, right here, reading the passing lane, getting out. Nobody does it better. And obviously the finish when you get a one-on-one situation in the open floor. Miami really closed this game strong. LeBron was sensational in the second half.
Yeah, 25 of his 37 points in the second half, the most points he's had in any half this season. He also assisted on Miami's final 14 points. James with 37 points, 5 steals over the last 25 seasons. The only two players to have more games with 35 points and 5 steals, Jordan and Allen Iverson. Not too shabby. Here's LeBron and playing without Dwayne Wade, who didn't play in this game because of a migraine.
Got to be aggressive. You know, having one of our, big guys out, D-Wade, had to be aggressive offensively. You know, we didn't shoot the ball well, especially in the first half, we was 38%. So I felt like I had a pretty good hand going, so I wanted to try it out.
When you have your quote-unquote bad games, you are so aggressive afterward. Is that at the forefront of your mind when you're coming into the next contest?
I came in and got some shots up early. Haven't done that in a while. Just had to change my mind frame on coming out here and trying to get a well-needed road win. And, throughout everything that went on tonight, we was able to, overcome it and get a great win versus a team that's been playing some extreme basketball.
So Miami improved to 2-1 on their current 6-game West Coast swing and to 14-4 against the West this season. Next up is the Warriors, who beat the Heat 123-114 in Miami last month. Then they will enjoy the All-Star weekend before finishing the last 2 games of the trip at Dallas and Oklahoma City. Legs, how do you see the rest of this challenging road trip playing out?
Well, look, obviously it's tough teams in the Western Conference. But Miami, since this group has been together, notoriously been dynamite when they go west. They don't have a problem with it. Obviously, this is a 2-time defending champion trying to get to the 4th straight finals, so you know they can play anywhere. But particularly when they have to play the top teams in the West on the road, since this group's been together, they just seem to rise to the occasion. And defensively, they play with more energy. We know the Heat can be lackadaisical at the start of games sometimes, and sometimes they play down to their competition. But that's not the case when they go play the top teams out west, primarily because LeBron James sends the message to his teammates that these are the type of teams we need to prove we can beat, because we're going to see one of these teams in the finals because they believe they're going to get back there. So they want to always go in there with the right approach. When you play those teams, you got to focus more defensively because they're so tough to guard.
So do you think the All-Star break breaking up their road trip is a good thing for the Heat?
It's big-time help. Any veteran team. When an All-Star break comes, for some guys that obviously are involved in All-Star weekend and involved in some of the events, they have to go down there, but they're still getting as much rest as they can. For the rest of the roster, it's fantastic. Get away from it for a few days, rest your legs. Best part about All-Star break, when you come out of it, the air smells different. You know what it is? It's the smell of the playoffs. You can feel it because it's not the midpoint of the season. These teams have less than 30 games left when you come out of the All-Star break. It's a sprint to the finish, and you get ready to position yourself. I do think, though, that the Heat, if they find themselves 5-6 games back of the Pacers with 3 weeks to go, you're going to start to see them really manage their minutes and their roster, particularly with Dwayne Wade, and just get him fresh and understand they're going to only have to win 1 road game in Indiana to get home court back if it gets to that point. I don't think Erik Spoelstra is going to stress over being a 2 seed.
All right, so they have the Warriors before the All-Star break. After the break, they have the Mavs.